Nel suo intervento ha parlato di centralità e di rispetto dell'utente. Perché questo aspetto è così importante quando si parla di advertising?
So I think we as an industry haven't done a great job of really considering the user and respecting the user when we're advertising to them. And I think we've kind of pushed the consumer to a point where they had to respond, and the response is ad blocking. And that's very bad for the industry because it's not the right solution. The right solution is that the industry has to now look back at how we treat the user and respect them, and so that the user can accept better quality advertising. And when it comes to programmatic, there's no difference there. I mean, for me, programmatic is just a method, a tool to allow for more efficient trading of media in a more targeted and automated way. And so the same rule applies in programmatic. We have to be able to respect the user.
In che misura il Programmatic contribuisce alle vostre revenue?
We started with Programmatic, I would say, a little over a year ago. And I'd say that by this year we are well beyond 300% growth from the year before. And this is, if you consider that our solution is a native video programmatic solution, it's a great progress, and it shows that we can put premium video and even native video into a programmatic environment, and buyers are willing to buy it. And they're buying it on the open marketplace, but almost 2/3 of our programmatic revenue is now coming from private marketplaces, where it's more about premium brand advertising.
Quale consiglio darebbe a un editore che vuole approcciare il Programmatic?
So, I think that if a publisher wants to use programmatic, I mean, the first thing I would say is, you made the right decision because there is no future for a publisher in many cases if they do not embrace and accept programmatic. Now, I think that maybe the critical question for the publisher is, are you being dragged into programmatic and you are resisting, but now you're starting to accept it? Or are you proactively jumping into programmatic and thinking that it's a great thing for you as a publisher? And you'll see that the most successful publisher are the ones that are much more proactive about jumping into programmatic, sees that as a part of their future, and have restructured their organization to embrace programmatic. A good example of that is we were on stage with Amir from Local World, and Local World is 2/3 of their revenue is programmatic. So this is a perfect example of a publisher that didn't just get dragged into programmatic, but jumped in with both feet happily and restructured their entire organization around us.
Quali nuovi prodotti a cui state lavorando?
So, we've created the first generation of this type of outstream video product, which is, and our most popular format is in read, which has really been embraced by publishers and by advertisers. And now we're moving on to the next phase, and we want to introduce to the world the next version of this type of advertising. So there's going to be several launches that are coming in this coming 2 to 3 months. But one of the ones that I can talk about, and I want to talk about because we have just launched it, is that we have now we have always been selling the Outstream format as a desktop format, but also as a mobile format. And what we realize is that advertisers, in some ways, just want to reach the right user at the right time in the right place. And so what we've done is we've combined the desktop and the mobile product into one product called In Read Everywhere, which is really cross-screen and optimized for the advertiser based on where the user is at any time and any place.
Il Programmatic sta coinvolgendo sempre più anche il video advertising e il mobile advertising. Possiamo dare qualche numero?
Well, in the world of programmatic, video and mobile are the two fastest growing areas for programmatic. And with mobile, the numbers are quite astonishing. If you look at the US market, today, 57% of all mobile advertising is already programmatic. And next year it's going to be 68%. And both of these numbers are actually higher than desktop. So when we say that mobile is the fastest growing, a lot of people think, oh, so it's catching up to desktop. But that's not correct. It's actually surpassed desktop. And it will continue to grow and surpass desktop. And this is the exciting thing that's happening with mobile advertising. And one of the reasons why it is growing so fast is because a lot of mobile traffic and publishers are app native publishers that are not your traditional publishers, and many of them don't have a traditional ad sales team. So programmatic is a dream come true solution for a lot of these publishers.